All right, guys, we are back with top 8 Tengu format at Epic Cards and Games in Hurst, Texas. We got John Vigil on the left playing Tengu Plants versus Joey Linch on the right playing Agents. This tournament was 3 rounds to Swiss, cut the top 8. I believe both these guys were X1, so we'll see who will make it to the semifinals. Currently, Linch has 10 wins on the channel, all with Machina, all in Edison, while John's got 11, but he's won in Hat. He's won in Hat format, Edison, and Tengu. He's actually got 4 wins in Tengu, so yeah, about almost a third of his wins. We'll see how he does here today. So Linch starts off with a standard opening, gets a shine ball out of his deck. Looks like he either A, opened 2 shine balls, or is only running 2 in his main deck, which I'm not sure. So here Linch makes Gotchi. I know it's weird seeing Linch play another deck besides Machina, but I think he was considering going to Vegas, so that's why he was testing Tengu on this particular day. So John's opening hand, he's joking, he's going to send back a Tengu. Tengu, warning, tour guide, debris, Caius. So he sends back the tour guide. You could have argued maybe the Caius, but depends on the rest of his hand. It was either tour guide or Caius. Debris dead. You're not sending back one of the Tengus, so yeah, it was just pretty easy choice. All right, so here John sets Tengu and sets warning. All right, so John is probably forced to warning here. What could go wrong? Okay, so John pays 2K. So he chose not to attack over the Venus. Choose for Caius. Effect, target. So he wants to get rid of the agent. And he maxes. Now, why did Linch not attack the Tengu is the question. Maybe he thought he set the Debris Dragon? That's possible. But you still got to find out, right? So, yep, here Caius attacks over Gotchi. Now John sets a back row, so we probably don't know what that back row is. So here comes Earth from Linch. I think he has mind control. So Earth, search Venus. I think, he has Master Hyperion. So he does play the 3 shine balls. He just opened 2 of them. It's so hard to win with this deck when you open double shine ball. So attack Tengu. No. Oh, he could have just banished it from the field. Okay. Yeah, this might have been a misplay on Lynch's part. Yep. Pop the Caius. And passes back to John. Yeah, he could have just... Maybe Linch doesn't know that you can banish from the field as possible. Linch doesn't play much Tengu. And we all know Yu-Gi-Oh! Players don't read. So, alright, so here he goes for Utopia. Attack over... Oh, he decides to book the Hyperion. Alright, passes. Yeah, my guess is Linch didn't know he could banish from field or hand. He just borrowed this deck. Yeah, I don't really recall Linch playing much Tengu. Actually, did he play at this time? I don't know. Okay. So yeah, he's probably out of boss monsters. That's one thing I've noticed about the Agent deck when I've played it. You either A, draw all your weenies like Venus, Shineball, Earth, or you draw all boss monsters. That's one of the reasons I don't like that deck as much as I like plants. I still think it's one of the top 2 decks, but that's why I prefer playing plants. Okay, so let's see. What will Linch do here? Looking at its extra deck. Can you play Machina in Tengu format? I'm sure you can, but did they gain anything is the question. Okay, so here comes Venus. So he's going to pay to get the 3rd shine ball out of his hand. Bounce back for Birdman. He can pay again, and that allows him to make a level 6 or level 8 synchro. So he goes for Brionek. Yeah, Birdman gets banished. Brio bounce, and here comes Effect Veiler. So attack over the Debris. Set 1. So this game could go either way. But I think if Lynch just needs to draw... Okay, spaces the back row, which is probably his own space. Oh, no, it's call. Okay, so he will draw 1. Okay, this is looking good for Lynch. He just needs to draw a boss monster. Like another Hyperion. How many fairies does he have for Christie? I don't know. But I don't think he has darks. Okay, there's his dark. So now that turns on Blackluster Soldier and Chaos Sorcerer if Lynch plays it. Which, again, he borrowed this deck. I'm not sure what's in this list. Or maybe he built this deck himself. I don't know. No, I'm pretty sure he borrowed it. Okay, so he brings out the Sangan. Now, he could have made Leviathan, but he chose not to. But, like, what does Leviathan do? You try to crash with the Utopia? So here, John summons his own tour guide. Gets out Sangan. So John here could crash his Sangan into Lynch's tour guide. Search Effect Veiler. Or he can make Levier, but that doesn't do much. I think he's going to crash and search another Veiler if he's on 2. I only played 1 Veiler in my deck, so I think he already used 1 Veiler, so yep, he searches the second Veiler. Now, I think Utopia hits over the Gotchi. Yep, and then you can run over Sangan. Yeah, might as well, because he's... Unless if you have a D prison and you want him to crash into your tour guide. No, yeah, see, I agree with this. What can Lynch search here anyway? Besides another tour guide and orange light? Yeah, there's not really much he can search that hurts you right now. Yep, orange light, it was either that or another tour guide and make Leviathan, but... Okay, Lynch draws. Summon Earth effect. Yes, like I said, this is one of those games where Lynch just has too many weenies. Crashes into the Earth. Or sorry, the Earth crashes into tour guide. Lynch has Trag. So he attacks him for 25. Sets 1. Yeah, I don't think he can answer the Utopia right now. So here comes Master Hyperion. Now let's see if John has another warning. And it is Solemn Judgment. So he's at 3K. Okay, that's why he didn't drop the track, because he's only got 4 cards in his hand. So now he's forced to drop the track, leaving himself at 13. Yeah, I think he's only got 4 cards, so he can't run over Utopia with Trag. I know people love Trag, but when I tried it, it was like hit or miss. Maybe with Orange Light, it's not that good. That's one thing I didn't like about it, was it like contradicted with Orange Light. So here, Lynch summons Earth and is going to search. Does he have more targets? No, he's out of targets. He must not play Jupiter. I think he drew all 3 of his Venuses. Yep. This is why Donnell runs Jupiter. Yeah, once you get the Shine Balls out of your deck, Earth is just not that great. Yeah, me watching Lynch play, this is why I prefer the plant deck. I'm not saying Agent's a bad deck, it's a good, but it's a little more flawed. But when it draws, like, there's just some games where the Agent deck, like, if they draw, like, Earth, Venus, Hyperion, like, I'm talking about, like, in your opening hand. Tour Guide, the deck's, like, really hard to beat. But there are times where hands like this where you just draw a bunch of weenies. That's why I didn't like the deck as much. All right, so here he's going to Synchro into Scrap Dragon. Scrap Dragon is so good. I wish we had this guy in Edison. It would completely change a lot. All right, so Scrap popped the Utopia. And was that game? Did I miss a hit? I must have missed something. Yep. So John takes game 1. 1 win from getting to another semifinals with plants. Or will Lynch pull off the Legacy 2-0 and get... Again, this is like Lynch's... Not his first Tengu tournament, but he didn't play much Tengu. Like, when we had our first Tengu run, and even the second one, Lynch didn't play. I don't even think he was playing Advanced at that time. I think he was playing One Piece at that time. So here, John starts off with Reaper and hits Joey directly, nails his one honest. John says when he's got Gores in hand, so what did you set along with that Gores? Maybe Trap Dust Shoot. Alright, so here comes Tour Guide from Lynch, gets Sangan. Oh, it was Torrential. Okay, so he Torrential's here. Now Lynch is going to search for Sangan. I mean, the Reaper already did its job. He already got a card out of his hand. Now, you could have waited. But maybe John didn't want to take all this damage. Because he was going to take a ton of damage. I don't think Lynch was going to exceed. So John was like, I might as well just Torrential you here. But maybe you're better off taking the damage. Yeah, maybe you're better off taking the damage. Here comes Sangan. Because you stopped. He was probably. No, but. Okay, maybe Lynch wouldn't have XYZ summoned. Yeah, it's possible. But then if he doesn't, you could just pass and wait for him to get more aggressive and then Torrential. Okay, so Lynch summoned Earth, but it looks like he chose not to attack. And now here comes Tour Guide. Too good from the Owner. Yeah, this is a good time to max see them whenever. But it would have been better if he had like a big monster. But this is actually not that bad for Lynch. Or sorry, for John, because he's just going to crash Sangan into Earth. You can't OTK him. Don't tell me you're going to do this Leech in the Light play. Foolish. Well, if he goes Leeching the Light, right? All his monsters are going to gain 1,000. So he's going to take 1,000 from the Sangan, and he's going to take 4,000. This is game. Oh yeah, John has game. Yeah, that's game. If Lynch doesn't have a Trag or a Gores, this is game. Let's see if Lynch has it. So Tour Guide attack. So Lynch is going to take 1,000 there. And then he's going to take 2,000 from Sangan, 2,000 from Tour Guide, and then 23 from... Yep, he has all hand traps in his hand, so that is game. So you see the power of Leeching the Light there. It's, again, another one of the weaknesses of agents. Well, plants, we get hurt by Max C. But Leeching the Light just steals games from agents, like you saw there. Like, it wasn't like... I mean, Lynch drew a bunch of hand traps, but yeah, Leeching the Light... One Tour Guide, all he had was a Sangan on the field, and then one Tour Guide, one Chaos Sorcerer, boom, game. And yeah. Anyways, John Vigil is moving on to the semifinals, but I guess I'll kind of give a little spoiler because I only filmed one top 8 match, one top 4 match, and the finals. Now, John didn't make the semifinals. He went up against McNett, but he lost. And McNett was playing Fable Chaos, so McNett is going straight to the finals. And he's going to be waiting for the winner of Rob. First time on the channel for him. He was the 8th seed. He knocked out the 1 seed, Bronder, who was on Fable Chaos. And Rob is going up against yours truly. So, yeah, it's going to be me versus Rob. And the winner of us is going to face McNett's Fable Chaos deck in the finals. So that's going to be the road to the finals. We'll see. This is probably the last Tengu tournament I'm going to upload for a while. Because my locals, they're kind of experimenting. It's really up to the community on what we're going to play. I don't know. I've been discussing with people about redo format and hat format, Tengu format. I'm not sure. Redo seems like the hot format right now. A lot of people on other content creators are kind of promoting it, so I might try to tell them to play that format, but we'll see. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. Check out the link in the description. I have a coupon code for 5% off Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles and product at Epic Cards and Games. The code is my first and last name, Oscar Zelaya, one word, all caps. Yep, I'll see you guys next time.